This is a wake up call. Hello and welcome to Wake Up Call. So small gist for you guys. I was seeing this movie yesterday. I think it was a um, Moabudu Ebony Life production. I think something affair. I can't remember, and it was just yesterday. Imagine there's a lot on my mind. Anyways, so they were talking about I have gist for you, I have gist for you, and then the subtitle was reading I have gossip for you, and I felt bad like no, that's not gossip. Gist is gist. I mean, something is going on in my life, something is happening with my existence, and I'm trying to share with my friend. How would you call that gossip? It's not gossip. So subtitle people get it right. I mean, writers we can do better, right? Um, anyways, so they kept saying, I have gossip for you, I have gossip for you. And I just thought, how many of you actually think like that? Like when you're going to office, when you resumed at work this morning, you're just thinking, I have gist for this, my guy. I have gist. Let me just say about something that happened over the weekend. Maybe something that happened with your HR's assistant or your line manager and somebody that you saw somewhere, somebody in the strategy unit, somebody in the PMT unit, you're just calculating and then you're just bringing somebody in accounting did not do their tax properly and do you know what? They showed them shaggy over the weekend. Well, office gossip, how do we deal with it? Both, in your place as someone who's working within the organization. I mean, it feels inevitable now, especially in our cultures. I know that some of my friends got to the UK, or some people were sharing some stories with me of how they got to the UK. And one of the culture shocks they experienced was that when they came into the picture and they saw these guys, it just changed. It just felt like you cannot just say the things you wanted to say, you cannot just talk about the things that you wanted to talk about because even though you were saying it in confidence, somebody will just come and take it and use it against you. Next thing you know, you are either fired or on probation or you receive a query. And you're like, but it's just gist. It's just talk. I mean, culture shock. What's okay here is not always okay there because it just was like Nigerians, Africans generally we too like gist. I know that this morning now I'm going to hear some gist, but we just too like gist. And when it comes to the people you work with, um, when does gist become gossip? When does it become too much? When does it become something that affects the life, the impact of somebody's work? When does it begin to affect how people do their work and how people deploy? When does it change to become not just but gossip that you have no business, talking about? So this morning I shared something about not your circle, not your circus, not your monkey, which is really basically not your circle, not your business, right? So if it's outside your sphere of, you know, control, influence, concern, especially concern. If it is not your concern, leave it alone. I think that's what I have come to tell you this beautiful Monday morning. If it's not your concern, leave it alone. Apply it to your work, apply it to your day to day. Look at that gist very well before you give it. Is it going to harm somebody? Is it going to, if the subject of the gist hears the gist, would they be hurt? Would it affect them? Would it change their lives? Would it do something to tamper with their health, mentally and emotionally? Yes, it is still health. Just weigh that gist, weigh it again, look at it again before you call Dami or you call Gold or you call Mercy. Think about it. Think about that gist well. Think about it before you call one Femi or somebody. Think very well before you give that gist. Is it gist or is it gossip? I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a fantastic, fantastic week ahead of you this week. Today is a good day. Enjoy it. Toodles.